Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you are new around here, please do click the subscribe button down below, click the like button, all that good stuff. It's massively appreciated in terms of helping the channel to grow. This is episode 7? I believe it's 7. Episode 7 of 0 to 1 million. Yesterday I was sort of showing you guys how I've got up to now sort of 800,000 coins over the course of the week. Now we're moving on to try and push on towards the million. But yesterday I was talking to you guys about how you need to think with 6 PM content drop. But today, which is kind of lucky because it means I can talk to you guys about how I trade with, avoid to trade basically when we don't really get any content. Today we've got Gary and Kai Stevens. Number one, it's incredibly lazy for me, It's been lazy for this whole promo. It's just getting boring, not gonna lie. It's continual crap from them that they're bringing out, pumping out stuff. We need silver supply, silver market is massively high. And the reason why they're not doing that, the reason why they're not bringing out silver supply is so that people have to spend FIFA points to open packs. At the moment, people can use League SBCs to get packs from those. If the silver are high, there's no value in doing that. So they're doing it on purpose so people cannot open up League SBC packs and they buy FIFA points. It's shoddy, it's disgusting, but it is EA and we know what they're like. So, yeah. Either way, when there's no drop like today, this is the day that I tend to look at special cards and I tend to look at icons. To give you an example though, before the 6 o'clock drop, I picked up this Michael SCN. I picked him up for 410, which is a very good deal on him. He's usually about 480 to 500k to sell. Hoping to get 480 for him. I think that's about the right amount for him at this time of the week. I can hold him for longer, but obviously for the purposes of this series, I don't really want to be holding players for too long. So I'm going to be looking at icons today. Now I want to show you, with icons, I always say to you guys, don't just go straight in with icons and throw coins at it. There's no need. The best thing that you can do with icons, and it's massively important that you do it, is I'd start by learning prices. And I say this to you guys all the time, and you guys say, what do I mean by learning prices? And it literally is just watching. Now, one of the ways you can do that is to use the major nations here. This is one of the easiest ways you can learn them. Now, for your reference, Argentina tends to be a few that are quite cheap in them. So do Italy. France do as well. England do as well. They tend to have quite cheap cards that aren't overly expensive and they're good ones to start learning with. So does the Netherlands as well, actually. But let's take example, Italy. What I would just do is I'll go max price and I'd set maybe 200,000 and I'll just check the filter and just see what cards are on here. And I'll go to the 59th minute if I can. Let me flick through. So here, this Vieri, for example, I'll compare price on this Vieri, see what he's listed for. So 205 is what he's listed for there. Seems like a half-decent deal, to be fair. So I'll look at him there, right? I'll add him to my transfer targets unless someone's already picked him up. But what I'll then go and do is I'll go to my desktop, although it's not going to show me it this way. I've got to show you it a different way. Let me click on it now, because for some reason my Stream Deck still isn't working. And what I'll do is I'll go to Footbin, and I'll search Vieri, right? I'll have a little look at his 90 card. So we'll go look at his prime. And we'll have a look, we'll just have a little sort of gander at what he's selling for throughout days, right? So we'll go to Vieri. Once if I decide to load. I have 500 meg internet, you wouldn't know it. Any point today, right, there we go. So, right now he is sat at, so there's 200 was one a minute ago, 203, 205, that's 2 hours ago. It's not been updated for 2 hours now, right? So I'm going to look at his hourly graph. And I'm going to go, okay, remember today's weekend league sell-off, so the graph will come down from where he is, but it's 215 there. Yesterday, towards the end of the weekend league, what was he selling for? He's bounced about massively recently. Like on Sunday, he was at 255, and he's come down quickly down to where he is now, which is mental. Saturday, 280. Like it's been 230 for the whole time. So that Vieri is not a bad deal at all. Will I sell him overnight? I don't know. Let me just flick it back to scene. Someone's probably picked him up already. But if I compare price on him again, at the moment the closest on the market to him is 216. There's no lower than 216, right? So at 216, if I take the 10% off, basically I'm losing 10k. I need to sell that Vieri, which is there. I need to sell him at about 225 to make myself about 10k profit, give or take. It's not a bad deal though. So I'm going to pick him up. I'm going to buy him. I think I could probably sell him for about 225. But I'll list him straight away now. Because I think there's no reason not to. But 225 is what I think he's about right now. Overnight he should sell for that. He may not. I might take a little loss on him, but for me that's how I'm going to learn my prices. If I buy him at that, I get stung at it, and brilliant. If I sell him at that, I make prices. But for you guys that haven't traded with these guys before, I wouldn't say just jump in there and buy them. I would have just watched him. Just watch him, have a little look, see what he sells for, see what he can get. Now I could have waited for an undercut there, but I just feel like it's an okay deal. But waiting for undercuts is good as well. If he's 205, you might get someone listing him for underneath that at sort of 200 or 195. I could have tried bidding him, but with a hunter on him, 205, I think 225 is not a bad deal. Might be able to get a bit more for him, you never know. But that's how you start doing it. Add them to your transfer targets within your budget and start learning their prices. Get a spreadsheet up, learn your spreadsheet. Just maybe if you stick to one nationality or two nationalities, stick to those cards there that fit with your budget. You can then start trading them at 6 o'clock, because at 6 o'clock you tend to get very good supply. People sell off the cards, people that are holding cards, waiting for mid-icon perhaps, stuff like that. You tend to get a lot more success from buying at those points than you do buying in the middle of the day. More people on the game at 6 o'clock waiting for content drop. So that's definitely what you've got to do. My plan tonight, going to do that. So special card trading, flip some cards. I'm going to be chilling in my Discord. As always, if you want to join the Discord, come over to Twitch, watch me live over there. !mark Discord in the chat. You can come watch me live. I'll give trading tips as much as I can. But lads, I'll see you in a bit once I've picked up some cards, and we'll go from there. Peace. Yo lads, we picked up quite a few decent deals. They started selling, so I wanted to show you them as we picked them up. But this hour we picked up for 15, we sold him for 25, so a nice bit of profit on him. This Traore, we picked him up at 75. I thought it was 68, but it wasn't. It was 75. I missed the 68 one. And he is selling for 85 at the moment. We'll try and get that for him. We'll see how it goes. Zagadou we picked up for 12 or 13. 7 for 15, a little bit of profit. Etienne's still there, but this Vieri, I think it was quite a good deal. 205, I know I can probably sell him overnight either way for about 225, but I'm trying to list him now. But when I picked him up, they were a lot for sort of 210. He's slowly but surely coming back up in price again, which is quite nice. So we'll list him up again now for another hour. But yeah, so far, not bad deals. Market's been a bit slow tonight, not going to lie. We picked up a few like flip deals as well, which is quite nice. These guys all here have been about 1,000 coins profit, which is decent. But yeah, might be one of those slower nights, we can keep picking them up. Next time you see me now will probably be tomorrow in the morning. But I'll see you then. Peace out. Yo guys, so it's the next morning now. We got the Vieri sold overnight relatively easily. Nice bit of profit on him. I was literally probably about 10k too ambitious on SCN. He got to like 475 when I woke up this morning. So if I listed him 470, probably would have sold overnight. We're listing now 470 anyway. Dharma hasn't sold yet, but again, there's none in the market close to his price bracket at the moment. So I'm relatively confident he will sell. Rest of them sold easier though. That Gamero 52k picked him up for, so nice sort of 5k on him. These two were good pickups as well. Got like maybe 4k of Zagadou, I think, and about 5k of Awa, so we're quite happy with that. Market's quite dry this morning. Sometimes that happens. It's not the end of the world. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm doing a mass bidding on silvers, so I teach you guys. I put all these guys on the market. I'm going to assign them all now. I put these all on my transfer target, sorry, and I picked them up. So for example, when I say to you guys, this guy here we bought for 350. Now, when I say mass bid, I initially tell you guys put 100 or 200 on every card, so long as that fits in with the league sort of minimum sell price at the moment. But the reason why I always say to go and look at the prices, this guy here that I've just picked up for 350, at the moment isn't selling for anything less than 1,400. Now I list him for about 1.2. See if he sells, he should sell relatively easily. We're getting near enough turned our, maybe at least tripling our coins on that card, which is really, really nice. I think this guy as well, we paid 350 for, last I checked, it was about £1,000, give or take, about 1,000 coins. Yeah, a bit more than actually is what the 1,000 coin ones come off the market now. So again, we can list him for about 1,100 and triple our coins on him. And this is why I say mass bidding is so effective. No matter what happens, if the market's dry, mass bidding on silvers, even gold you can mass bid on as well, to be fair. The filter I showed you guys before, though it's technically buying it now, to me, I consider it sort of more mass bidding than anything else. But these are things that you can always be doing when picking up these players, especially when the market's quiet. And this is massively effective at like 6, 7 o'clock in the evening when we get a lot of supply. You can mass bid and pick cards up for a quarter of what they cost normally and flip them for 3 or 4 times their value. It's a really effective way to trade on the side of doing other stuff. Make sure, in my opinion, you should have a sort of an actual method whereby you know the price of a player, you pick him up and sell him to fluctuations. That's where the big money is. But this is a really easy way to keep building your coins up and keep it sort of ticking over when the market's a little bit dry. So I'd advise you to do it. I really would advise you to do it. But I'm going to get these guys sold. I'm going to keep mass bidding today. I want to try and really pump up the coin total into sort of what hopefully will be the last day tomorrow of 0 to 1 million, and we'll be done with it. But yeah, I'll see you in a bit once I've got some more cards up, once I've got some more cards sold, and I'll let you know what the coin total's looking like when they're all said and done. I'll see you then. Yeah, lads, so I just wanted to show you something else with regards to mass bidding. I've shown you a lot of silver mass bidding, and silver mass bidding doesn't require any market knowledge really, but if you know the silver market really well, you can make a lot of coins. However, if you really don't have any massive trading knowledge, then you can also mass bid on golds. Now I want to show you the way that works basically. So let's say, for example, I've just done Spain, but let's look at Brazil, right? Frank Fajan, thank you for the follow, bro. Let's say what the minimum they're selling for at the moment is 550, right? So you know, no matter what happens, they're all selling for 550. That's the minimum right now. What I would then do is go set my filter to 400, right, on Brazil defenders, and I know that I could put a bid on every single one of these players here because I know they're all selling for 550 minimum. So everyone that's sort of at 300, whatever, I can put a bid on, and I can just see what happens with them. That's my maximum capacity now. And I'll show you what I've done on the other one. You won't get all of them. Some filters are more competitive than others. We picked up some, like the Spanish defenders were all selling for 750. I picked up these guys for sort of 600 each. These guys here already got to 600, so I didn't touch them. I know he sells for a bit more, but so I didn't touch them at all. But you can pick them up as you're going. So while you're doing your silvers, let's put a bid on this guy because I know he sells for a lot. While you're bidding on your silvers, you can also just go and bid on your goals. And it's a case, again, of having a constant stream coming in. When you get to this point, though, you want to compare price. So for example, when I looked a minute ago, they were all centre-backs. So I left back selling for more money. Right now, you can't really see it because it's not flicking past it. But I go back to market now. I've got 3 minutes to that Marcal's done. I can go have a look at what Marcal's selling for. So I can go Marcal, and it'll give me an idea. If any more of those Marcals come up, I know what I can bid up to on them to make myself at least 100, 200 coins profit at a time. So I know Marcal's actually selling for about 850. The cheapest one on the market is 850. It's probably 900 you can sell for. I know that now. So I know, well, actually on him I can bid up to maybe 700. Make myself just short of a couple of hundred coins profit for each one of those that I pick up. And again, this is sort of, these methods are more quantity rather than quality, but they work perfectly fine. You'll make coins off of them. And again, it's another way just to keep coins coming in. If the market's quite quiet, if you can't be asked to sit there realistically and snipe or work out the market, or those of you who are subs, and sometimes the spreadsheet can be a bit like, all right, I've done this like 15 times today, I've made myself 200k, but I still want to make more money, but I don't want to go for that spreadsheet again. Something as simple as this, it doesn't take long to do, but you make coins relatively quickly, and once you do it again, you just assign all, get 5 of them, for example, and you just check Postigo, for example. I'm pretty sure is about like a 700 card normally, give or take. Well, actually, he looks like he's about 850 at the moment. Yeah, so we could probably list him for about 800 and he'll sell. And you can just list them up. And if in every sort of 2-3 minutes you've got a constant supply coming on, making you, okay, per hour you're going to make yourself sort of 25, 30,000 coins. Now, if you do that of an evening for 3 hours, it's nearly 100k you could be making. 75 to 100k can be made legitimately just in the space of an hour's trading. And if you can make 100k a day, then you're looking at 700k a week. You're looking at 2.4, 2.8 million a month. Like, this is how it builds up bit by bit. You haven't got to be a master trader to be able to do these methods. But again, I'm going to keep mass bidding, going to keep listing stuff up, and hopefully we continue to keep that coin total sort of ticking over while we're waiting for other stuff to sell. I'll be back in a bit. And one final thing to note about any sort of filter you're doing mass bidding on, if you're not getting success on it, so for example, if you're bidding on, I don't know, let's say Spanish defenders, for example, or Spanish midfielders, whatever it is you're bidding on, if you're finding you're getting outbid constantly, missing out, don't waste your time on that filter, move to another one. There are hundreds of filters you can mass bid on this game. Make sure that you're doing it on a filter that is like not overly competitive. You're not being outbid on, you're not wasting your time. For example, I was looking at English guys, it wasn't going so well. I was looking at Spanish guys, was going okay. I then changed it to Italian, and in the space of about a minute, I picked up 3 of them straight away with very little like pressure on them. They're selling for 700 minimum at the moment. I picked them up. So looking at 200-300 coins a card. Some of them are a bit more. Baraghi, I think, sells for a bit more. I'm pretty sure Bochetti sells for a little bit more as well. So make sure you're not wasting times on a specific filter. Make sure that you're, if that filter's outbidding you constantly, or if the profit's just not that great on it, move to a different filter and keep moving. Eventually you'll find one that's working really well. Chances are someone will come along and start bidding you on that one. Move to another one. Don't be the guy that's going to sit there and bid people up for the sake of it. Because number one, you're not going to make any coins and waste your time. It means they're not going to make any coins. And as a community, we can all be making coins if we're just being sensible in what we're doing, moving across filters and making coins that way. So again, I've got some more cards. I'm going to get them all sold up. That's enough of me talking about how to do this method. But yeah, it's really effective. Make sure you're smart with what you're doing though. Cool. Yo guys, we've got a lot of those cards we picked up earlier on sold. There's a couple more that we picked up. We did the random bidding and we picked up some more silvers. They were really good deals along the way. And so we've got 349,000 in the bank now. Obviously, that's less than we had last time when we ended the video. However, if you look at what we've still got selling on the transfer pile, we've got this SCN. So once he does sell, because eventually he will sell, once he sells, once you take tax off of that, basically, looking at 450 coming in from him. Adama's been a bit of a meh one. He's not really played off so well. So once we get, I'll probably get our coins back for that one. Between these guys alone here, we're going to get sort of 520, give or take, once they sell. Plus these guys here is another... Again, give or take another sort of 20k maybe sat on the transfer pile right now, maybe 15k. So we're going to be pushing towards sort of 850, maybe a bit more than actually, but maybe towards 900,000 coins once these cards have sold. So for the next episode, you'll see pretty much that will be the million. We're going to be grinding hard to trading for the next 24 hours. But yeah, we should be at the million for next episode. And that will show you guys that literally in the space of a week, maybe a week and a day, we've grown to a million. And that was with 2 days of not being able to trade because we couldn't get on the game. And I was an away day. So the whole point of this series was to show you guys that you can make 1 million coins a week and you haven't got to do too much. I'm not sat here and ground it out all day. Tomorrow I'm going to do it because I want to make sure I get to that million so I can show you guys the million in the account. we've been doing maybe 2.5 hours a day of trading maximum. And in a week, just over a week, we made 1 million coins. And this is the whole point of the way I teach you guys to trade. It's not about trading to the way that means you've got to sit on your computer, learn every price, learn everything all the time. It's about teaching you guys simplistic trading methods that you can use to boost your balance. Even if you make half that a week, you make 500k a week, like I said to you earlier on, that's 2 million coins a month. Now, now that sounds like a huge amount of effort, but it's not. And 2 million coins, what does that get you? It gets you some of the Team of the Year players. It gets you some of the best prime moment cards, other than the sort of the elite level, like your Ronaldo's and whatnot. SCN's prime moments, I think, was down to 2 million the other day. Like, this is the level you're talking at. Per month, you could be picking up a player like that to improve your team. As we move into like the end of FIFA 20 and into FIFA 21, these methods are the ones that will make you most coins at the beginning of the game. But that's going to be the end of the video, lads. As always, if you are new around here, please do subscribe down below. Click the like button. It's all massively appreciated. But for now, lads, I'm out. Peace out. I'll speak to you